Right now, we're going to introduce you to a Lyft driver in New Jersey who is giving her passengers more than a lift in her car. Tomika Reid is on a mission to pass positive messages on to her passengers during their ride, and she is joining us live from New Jersey this morning. Good morning, Tomika. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Now, I don't know if you know this. You probably don't, but I have driven Lyft and Uber myself. And a lot of folks don't want to talk. So let me ask you first how you break through that. I'm just going to sit in the back here. Please just get me from point A to point B. How do you end up starting a conversation?
So when they get in the car, of course, you know, the original greeting, good morning, good afternoon, how are you? And they let me know how they're doing. And they ask me, how am I doing? So after that, I would ask, you know, regular conversation. If you are having a good day or bad day, whatever it is that they want to talk about, but the conversation just flows. And so immediately I asked them, you know, if it's quiet, I would say, do you like to read books? And some of them would say, yes. Do you have any in mind? And I would, you know, tell them about my books. I would say, well, I have 5 books. Some of them be amazed because they can't believe it that I have 5 books out. And so I let them, you know, listen to my story. I share the losses that I've gone through. A lot of passengers start telling me stories that they hadn't even shared with anyone. So it all depends on the vibe that I get from them. If I feel that they don't want to talk, then I'll just leave them alone, you know, but a lot of times the passengers love talking to me. They tell me I have a great personality. It's like talking to a friend when you're in my car.
Well, yeah, it sounds like half marketing and half therapy when you're like, I want to talk to you about what's going on in your life, but also check out my book. I had some stuff happen in my life and I want you to know about it.
But you know what? Sometimes I don't even have to say anything. They will see the books back there and they will say, oh, is this you? And I say, yes, that's me, you know, but it's just always a positive ride. You know, I just want people to know, don't give up no matter what you go through. Because like I said, they start sharing stories with me that they hadn't even shared with anyone. And it gets real personal. They love talking to me. And I love and enjoy inspiring people. That's the goal for me.
So I understand, though, that a lot of your conversations, a lot of your inspiration is faith-based. So what do you do if somebody gets in the car and maybe doesn't share your faith? How do you reach those people?
I don't normally get anyone that doesn't have the type of faith as me, but I don't necessarily preach to them. You know, I just pick up on their vibes of what they're saying, you know, how their responses are, when I also let them know, like, you know, everything that I do is God's plan, you know, and their response to that is, you know, they're okay with it. They're comfortable, you know. So I never had a time where there was someone who, you know, disagreed with my faith. I never had that time.
All right, that is Tomika Reid. As you heard, she's read more than 5 books, but she's written 5 books. They're about positivity and her faith in overcoming adversity, and she shares the gospel with her Lyft passengers. Tomika, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.